Martin, first of all, your reaction to the draw, just literally moments after it's been made.
Well, the second match is in Dublin, and hope that we'll still have something to play for by the time that we get there. I think that all those teams who were unseeded probably didn't really want to play Italy, so there was a 50-50 chance of us getting them from that viewpoint. And but that said, it's going to be a difficult game for us. We'll take our chance.
Did you have a preference yourself, or were you just leaving it to fate?
I think you just have to leave it to fate, regardless. The draw's the draw, come what may.
Well, in the previous draws, we were away from home against Bosnia recently under you, also against Estonia in the European Championships. So knowing what we had to do when we come home is usually seen as an advantage. Would you agree?
Well, I think that Denmark and Bosnia would pose a bigger threat than Estonia, to be perfectly honest. So, and the Bosnia game, which is not that long ago, you could feel that was a great occasion for us, because the second game in Dublin was very memorable. I just thought it was a great effort. By the way, the effort out there was terrific. Robbie Brady's goal, giving us that elusive away goal, which helped immensely. And I think that's something that we'll be trying to look for when we play Denmark.
Away goals aren't that elusive, though, because when you look at our recent performance in Wales, or indeed against Austria away, going away from home should hold no fears.
Oh well, yeah. I'm glad you said that. Our away record in this particular competition has been very, very strong, which is great news. And I don't think that the players will fear that, but I think that they'll be very wary.
We know, of course, Christian Eriksen, for example, of Tottenham Hotspur, is performing brilliantly at the moment. Kasper Schmeichel of Leicester City, even Thomas Delaney of Werder Bremen has been very, very good recently. How will you approach the Denmark game, do you think?
Well, you've just mentioned the players who are playing not only at the top of their form, but playing for big clubs as well too. It's just over, 14, 16 months ago that Leicester City won the league. Eriksen is playing out of his skin at the moment, playing brilliantly for club and country. Scored a lot of goals as well, too, very, very important goals for Denmark. And Delaney, you mentioned, you could go round the squad at the end of it all. They're a very decent side, Denmark, and I think we'd have to tread carefully. We'll have to be up for the both games and take our chance.
There was a potential issue about the rugby game being played on the Saturday. The fact that we're away now kind of eases that issue in a sense. So are you happy with that?
Oh, happy with what?
The fact that there was a rugby game being played on the Saturday meant we had to consider we couldn't use Landsund or the Aviva Stadium on the Saturday.
Well, I think what would have happened from then was that if we had been drawn at home, first of all, it meant that we had probably had to play on the Thursday. And that doesn't, with players probably playing on a Sunday as well too, taking injuries and fitness into consideration, it doesn't give you much time to prepare. So from that viewpoint, it's actually maybe worked to our advantage this particular time.
Do you think you'll be able to get players off on international duty the weekend before, or will they have to play their full fixture series of games the weekend before?
Sorry, how would you get them off?
Because of the game coming up, can they be released to international duty?
So.
No.
Well,
so it'll be a worrying time the weekend before.
Of course, yeah, it's a worrying time at the moment. Obviously, Shane Duffy picked up an injury. Young Maguire, whom I saw, I thought he was playing excellently for half an hour in the game against Fulham, and then he tweaks a hamstring, I think. So we have these problems. We have the problems to consider, and it's a concerning time between now and the first game.
There was a shot during the game in Cardiff of three Irish players: Shane Long, Seamus Coleman, and John Walters, all injured. Hopefully Shane Long will be available to you. But is there any chance at all of Walters or your captain Seamus Coleman being back?
I haven't got an update on those two particular players. I would imagine that would be unlikely.
Finally, Martin, the fact that your fans will go anywhere to follow this team, the fact that it's easy enough to get to Copenhagen from Ireland, perhaps in our favour as well?
Well, it depends how many tickets they're given, but I know that I know the support that we have received from the public in the last couple of years has been phenomenal. There's been sellouts at the Aviva Stadium. The away fans have always taken their allocation of tickets, and of course the drive into France was sensational. So if all those sort of things are momentum builders, then let's go for it again.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.